When did you experience your first ever moment of going like a holy shit moment?
Well, I didn't finish through brain injury. I snapped my tricep and popped my shoulder, and tackling was my game. And I was told if I had, after what they went in to do the reconstruction, that if I took another bang on it, I may need a replacement. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I had 14 good years of professional with not a lot of injuries, and big injuries, I'd say, where shoulders, knees out for 6-9 months. I had none of that. And it was only until most probably I finished. When did I finish? 2011, 2019, that my wife started noticing symptoms, things that I was struggling with, and I was most probably in denial that it was everyday stress, kids, ex, things like that making excuses. And I was having like serious conversations with Mel over something, and then the hour later, the following day, I had no recollection of this conversation, and I was like, yeah, something's up. Just carry on. And then I went on a bike ride that I've done many times from my house, and I had a blackout moment where I didn't know where I was. Wow. Phoned Mel, quite upset, and she said, look, cycle home the way you came, follow Strava home. Got home, burst into tears, and decided the following day that I'd ring the doctors to say something was up. And it was like a relief that I admitted that things weren't right. I felt like my head was like spaghetti junction a lot of the times, when there weren't big things in there, but lots of things together seemed like, how do I start this list? How do I go from getting these jobs done, and of simple tasks, but they just all together felt like a maze that I couldn't get. Then the anxiety, the anger, the outbursts would come after, or as a result of that feeling of overload really in my brain. And went to the doctors, and with my history, I was fortunate that my doctor was half the time a GP, half the time a neurologist, got me straight in for scans, and had a neuropsychologist then do a load of memory testing with me and things like that. Off the back of that, then they said, right, you've got white dots on the MRI, and I thought the MRI was the Rolls-Royce of scanners at the time. Yeah. And you were lucky to get one when you played, because you didn't get them often because they cost a bit of money. And the neuropsychological testing showed that my brain wasn't working great, my memory, things like that. But we've got a base, we'll test you again in 12 months. And that was the plan.